Been looking at why revolutions fail, since the United States so desperately needs one. But it's not going to happen unless we can convince ourselves that we can avoid the fate of most revolutions elsewhere, which ended up with a kind of a meet the new boss, same as the old boss scenario. So we're looking at what we can do differently. So far we've been examining the pitfalls of the road of armed struggle against a regime that will use arms to stay in power. Today I'm going to point out the fourth of those pitfalls and the last, which is that we are further inculcating ourselves in the mentality of the ends justify the means if we choose that path. I say further inculcating because in our culture, in capitalist and class societies in general, it's pervasive to rationalize that if one is working towards a good cause, one can do pretty much whatever is necessary to achieve that, whether it's selling a product, selling a politician, selling the people on a policy that disserves them and only serves the elite. But we're not immune from that just because our hearts are in the right place. So if we decide on and carry out a policy of killing thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people in order to create a loving society afterwards, what are we turning ourselves into, and how loving are we going to be afterwards? It ain't gonna work, and it hasn't in those revolutions that chose that path. In the next video, we'll move on to another really fatal mistake that we can avoid.